everybody smiling on St. Patrick's Day. How are you? Happy St. Patrick's Day. So this is a new experiment we're doing to see if we can videotape the second half of the parade, which of course is not on NBC. NBC does an extraordinary job from 11 o'clock to 3 on this parade day, as they have in recent past. And they do a phenomenal job. Tommy Smith, Kraetzer, Goodwin Smith, and the professional broadcasters Chris Cahill and the team from NBC do a phenomenal job televising this. They've just about put away their broadcast crew in, God, less than an hour. They've got their mobile stage all ready to take away. It's amazing. Now we're waiting. We've got another group getting set to come down the street. Again, you can keep track of the parade, see pictures of this video all through the year. Just go to the Facebook page. You can also track us on Twitter. We have an official New York City St. Patrick's Day Parade Twitter page. And so you can watch us, watch pictures, see the group, see some video. I'd love to, we're going to try to break out some more of the marching bands. They do such a phenomenal job coming in from all over the country. Had a band we saw from Iowa today. It was a band from Alabama we saw go by. Actually, they went by when it was pretty warm out. They were fortunate. They were kind of dressed for a football game in Alabama. And that's what's so neat when you think about what the nice experience is. These kids have to fundraise all year round to do these trips. And obviously these are bands that have ambition to be in some parades like the Rose Bowl parade or a presidential inauguration parade, or even that parade they do on Thanksgiving Day across town for Macy's. And it's interesting how many more bands there are in this one than the Thanksgiving Day parade in New York City. Obviously, they're working around a kind of a tight television window. And I see a gentleman coming by, one of the aides, putting his gloves on. I knew I should have brought my gloves. I think right now it's more to try and hold on to everything. It's really getting blustery. I don't know if I've ever seen it this windy on the parade route. I guess it's all part of being marched. They follow us all year round on Twitter and on Facebook. We'll have pictures. Maybe even have some events that might crop up. Also information about some of the wonderful sponsors that we work with. And I'd like to do something this year about people's trips to Ireland over the summer. Perhaps let people go summer and fall. Now we've got County Donegal going by. They got their beautiful banner and their colors with sharp, nice sashes. County Donegal. And a couple of the ladies in their traditional Irish green robe. I'm going to have to find out a little more of the background on that. A couple of the delegations wear, the ladies wear these traditional Irish cloaks, maybe they're better described as in it. But neat to see. And good group here for County Donegal, following up on their banner. And they've got their sashes. You know, one thing I've learned about parade sashes is that you hold on to them. And people keep wearing them for year in and year out. And it's good to hold on to them. I actually keep them with my ties. So I've got about 5 Providence sashes at home. And then I can pick one out. I picked out the green one today to wear. And it turned out to be the right one for our delegation. And The ones at the parade, Grand Marshal, Cardinal Timothy Dolan wore today, and the AIDS were actually made in Ireland. And it's something very special that the parade committee provides to its honorees, to the Grand Marshal and to the AIDS, are these beautiful green and white and orange sashes with the parade logo on it and their title. Now we're coming up to County Limerick. Got a crown on it and a chain going across a beautiful green and yellow colors. I'm gonna have to get a picture of this. Byrne stopping by for a second. We're going to have to get a second microphone out next year so we can do a few talks with some of the officials and friends who we see marching by. Now the sun is back out, which is very welcome. Blue sky and the sun coming from the south over the great skyscrapers of New York City. A few new ones, you know, just around Central Park South. The new skyline with residential buildings. Of course, here by Central Park, we see kind of the vintage, I'm not going to say ancient, but I think these go back to probably close to 100 years old. Beautiful apartment buildings on Central Park on Fifth Avenue. Now we have County Down. County Down Association. And they have their colors and a beautiful green banner. This one is protected with a plastic color and a covering on it, which is a good idea. One of the things that we want to do some research on is how old some of these county banners actually are. And County Wexford. Now theirs is different because it's kind of a lavender purple color, green, gold. Commodore John Barry is honored on the front of it. Carla Chadwick driving back on her golf cart. The executive assistant to the parade chairman really handles a lot of the operations, requirements, things that go on behind the scenes to make everything run properly. And now we've got a nice group of twirlers from Scranton, Pennsylvania. I remember seeing these young ladies last year, and very impressive. And they're doing their performance for us. And I guess by moving, they're staying warm. But great to see them out. Fortunately, the weather's better. I mean, 2 weeks ago, gosh, it was snowing and you know, weather in the teens. Now at least we got a day in the 40s. Oh, we dropped the baton. That's okay. I wasn't tied to my camera. I'd go over and pick it up for her. But they're exchanging batons. They got it right. Very good. Great to see them out doing a skill and marching in the New York St. Patrick's Day Parade here on Fifth Avenue. What a great experience for them coming from Scranton. I've been out to the University of Scranton Catholic school several times. A good friend of mine was the ROTC commander, professor there for a number of years, Ryan Remley. And I understand they have a very well-attended St. Patrick's event in Scranton each year. Now we have Galway coming by with their beautiful banner and another nice-sized delegation. Got a little bit of a break, and I see another band coming. It'll be a couple of minutes. Well, we've seen a lot of military units, especially early on. The parade was led by the 69th Regiment of the New York National Guard, who have led this parade since really the pre-Civil War era, the era when protection was needed, as their commander, Lieutenant Colonel Sean Flynn, was telling me on an interview we did this week. In the early days, the Irish were a persecuted minority in Manhattan and in parts of America, and to conduct the St. Patrick's Day parade, they had to be led by a military unit. But fortunately now it is one of the grand events that brings people together here in New York. As we say, everybody's Irish on St. Patrick's Day. And so it's a fun event and sort of a rite of spring. We can call it that. It's not quite spring for a couple of days, but you know the weather is turning when it's St. Patrick's Day, and we're out here on Fifth Avenue in 40-degree weather. And we've seen quite a few colleges. Quinnipiac University is a major sponsor of the parade. Manhattan College, they have a basketball game tonight. Their basketball team is going to be playing Hampton University out in Ohio at Dayton in the first round of the NCAA basketball tournament. We saw Iona, who's got a game itself tonight at the University of Rhode Island in Kingston in the first round of the NIT. And so we saw the University of Notre Dame. Their president came in for this event. He was introduced as he was on the altar with Cardinal Dolan at Mass this morning. Anyways.